Good morning everyone, hope you're doing well. I've been down here about 10-15 minutes now, just pottering about looking to see what jobs I need to do. But it looks like I don't have that much to do. Probably do really, but anyway, let's see. So I managed to get to Decathlon this week, see what camping gear they had. I bought these just under 40 quid, which ain't too bad. So I'm hoping to get to make my rocket stove. Got some milliput. I did order that off Amazon. I didn't fancy traipsing around the DIY stores so I thought it'd be easier off Amazon. A fellow plot holder advised me to get that. Watered the hanging baskets because where they are they don't get much rain there and they don't dry out quite easy up there. Need to collect the leaves. I had to move this. I think it was an explanation was on another video, but I've not really uploaded anything for a couple of weeks. I think I was put off by the comments that I couldn't see. I shouldn't let people do that really, I don't normally. But I've had to move all of this away from there because I'm hoping to get something disused. It's not exactly a water, but I think it's a planter that's been used as a water storage container. So it's quite large. So this area has kind of been cleared. This is what the previous tenant has done, but we're just going to go with it. So all this, I didn't realise there was so much. All this was at the back of the shed. So we're going to see if there's any future use for this. This may be making a cold frame, hopefully sooner or later. This is with dryer piles, pallets underneath to try and keep it off the ground. So I need to collect the leaves. Fix this leaky water butt. My leaf bin. Probably need to add a bit more water into my stinky bucket. This I'll probably go into more detail. This is should have been ready, but as you can see, some of it doesn't look like it's rotted down well. But that is all that bitty stuff is hemp bedding from my chuck's bedding. And the research I did all claims that hemp bedding rots down quicker than sawdust and straw, but it appears it doesn't really. However, I will say from a compost at home, whatever I've used it with, it's been brilliant. I've used it with this year's strawberries and they've all done amazingly well. So I've had no casualties and nothing's died off this year, so they seem to love it. This is the green manure I planted a couple of weeks ago. I broadcasted a couple of weeks ago, sorry. But anyway, that compost I was thinking of using to have potatoes maybe in crates. I need to do a little bit of weeding. There's some weeds popping up in between my rows and in between my onions and leeks and garlic. So I need to keep on top of that because I might have to have surgery on my back soon because apparently I've got a disc that's pressing on my spinal cord. So I need to make sure I'm on top of everything. But anyway, back to the potatoes. So when I moved onto this plot, it was just covered in stray potatoes. Absolutely covered, the whole plot was. So we dug the whole plot up, which I didn't really want to do. I didn't think it was beneficial for the soil, but we did anyway. We dug it all up. Tried to get rid of as many potatoes as possible, but obviously we missed plenty. I need to get some potash for them. That's what I forgot to bring down. Anyway, and we planted, well, we sowed a lot of seeds and stuff like that, and yes, the stray potatoes were coming up, so we missed plenty of potatoes, which is where the stinky bucket came in handy. And for the first year it just seemed like we was battling potatoes, stray potatoes, and it kind of really put me off putting potatoes in the ground. So anyway, this year we didn't have the materials we wanted. I wasn't going to go out buying stuff. I'd like to reuse and recycle whenever possible. I will buy my tools though, like my garden forks and things like that. You can't reuse and recycle them. Well, maybe you can, but I do like them brand new. But it kind of really put me off. So it's like I didn't really want to put potatoes in the ground, but this year I had no choice. So I was thinking of using some crates that we got down at the bottom of the allotment, which I saw not so long back. They look a bit big though. And using that compost that we got in that bin that doesn't look like it's rotted down very well. So we have a great allotment. Maybe I'll cut off this walking out. Fabulous big garden. But anyway, using these look a bit big, so I'm not sure they'll fit in that area. Maybe I'll put them somewhere else and I can fit more vegetables in the area. That's a beautiful big garden when it's in full bloom. But yeah, so what's your thoughts? Ground or raised beds? But yeah, because I'm really put off having them in the ground, because I mean, we've hardly had any stray potatoes this year. We still get the odd one or two, but we've hardly had any. It seems like you've only got to leave the tiniest bit of root and oops, there's a potato. And it's quite annoying really when you're trying to keep a tidy plot. Oh, I think I've had an onion dug up. Oh, couldn't have put it down low enough, which I thought I had. Unless it's not mine. There's been quite a lot of activity on here by the looks of things. Yeah, it's not mine. Anyway, yeah, so opinions, what do you reckon? Or maybe I could experiment some in the ground and some in crates. But I don't think it would be a fair experiment, to be honest, because the potatoes in the crates would have the compost, and the potatoes in the ground would just have the soil. Might be an interesting one. Anyway, people that have done both, what do you reckon is easier and better? Be interesting to get some feedback off you. But I didn't really want to put the crates down here because I want to put my courgettes and pumpkins and things like that down this end next year. I know it's going to be a bit shaded, but I'm hoping it's not going to take over the whole path, because they were in the middle round there, and it was getting a bit awkward getting down the path because they were just taking over like an alien species, and it was quite funny, but it was getting quite awkward as well. So I want to have them down round here So if they're going to be a bit of a hazard for anyone, it's only going to be a hazard for me and not my next door neighbour. So yeah, opinions would be great. Thoughts and feedback. Keep it positive, because I want to be able to see it. If it's negative, then I think YouTube blocks me from seeing it. But anyway, whatever you're doing, guys, I hope you have a fantastic week. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.